So one of the most common questions that I get is which niche should I choose for my YouTube automation channel? And that is a very good question because the niche that you choose is going to be one of the most important decisions that you make throughout the entire career of your YouTube channel. If you are not wise, if you are not hypercritical about which niche you choose and choose one that has longevity, that has an actual proven track record, and has enough of an audience and demand, you will not make money on YouTube. And this is a huge pitfall, a huge mistake that many YouTubers make is simply just choosing the wrong niche. And then they'll choose the wrong niche and then it won't work. And they're going to blame the YouTube business model and say it's a scam and it's frauds. All these people selling these courses and coaching that doesn't actually work. It's not that it doesn't work, is that you've placed yourself into a vehicle that isn't actually lucrative. It doesn't work. There's not enough demand, or it's just plain oversaturated. So I'm not going to waste your guys' time. I'm going to get straight into the video, give you guys some absolute sauce, give you 3 niches right now, untapped niches that are working incredibly well in 2025, able to make you $10,000 plus per month. Let's get into it. All right, so I'm gonna make myself a little bit small. I don't matter here. What matters is the information. All right. So basically, just so you guys know, first of all, I know what I'm doing. I have scale channels past $40,000 a month. I have many students that do $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 a month. Many students doing around that 3 to 5K a mark as well. I even have a coaching program with hundreds of students and hundreds of testimonies as well. We have people hitting 50K views. YouTube Dream, that's actually a fantastic testimony here. This guy posted he went on vacation on Jamaica, lounging by the pool, soaking up the sun, all while making 5.2K. Meanwhile, it's snowing back home, and to top it off, $930 came in on the 13th while I was flying back to paradise. So literally had a 5K week. He's doing 20K a month and a $900 day just because he set up his channel properly. But tons and tons of wins. So subs double in 3 days, halfway to subscribers, 400K views, meaningful milestones, 5 million views. Like there's literally hundreds of pages of testimonies. I definitely know what I'm doing in that sense. I've been doing this for over 5 years. Can confidently say I've cracked the code at this point. Anyways, this doesn't matter. Let's go into the 3 niches. All right. The first one is cartoons. This is a weird one because I usually not recommend these low RPM niches, but realistically, there's just such a massive demand for cartoons, such a massive audience. It's been around for a very long time. It's going to be around for a very long time. There's a huge demand. It's a cult-like audience, and the content is super simple to make. So if you look at Peppa the Pig, now this is the official channel, right? I understand. But look at the views that they're getting. 275 million views per month. If you divide that by 1,000, it's 275,000. If you multiply that across like maybe it's 1.5 to $2 per 1,000 views, it's literally making over $500,000 every single month. Now, again, I know it's an official channel. What this does is that it shows you that there's massive demand, right? So you can go into different cartoons. It could be this Peppa the Pig one. It could be this Bluey one. I don't really watch cartoons, so I'm not really familiar with what they are, but I've seen that there's massive viewership on channels like this. This channel, for example, was started 1 month ago, and it already has, let me see here, 6.4 million views. So let's just say conservatively, it's around 1.5. It's already made around $9,000. You divide this by 1,000, multiply by 1.5 to $2. It's like $9,000 to $12,000 just in the first month, which is absolutely insane. And this content is so simple to make, like absolutely simple to make. It's simple. You can literally hire a script writer, a voiceover artist, a video editor, and do the thumbnail for $50 or less. And so let's just say they did $50 for this entirety, this 15 videos times $50. That adds up to around like $700. $700 in comparison to what they made, over 10K at least. That's a good return. Fantastic return. And it's very simple videos, and you can just copy this stuff basically to the T and see similar success because there's just so much demand, so much viewership. So even at a very low RPM, like 1.5, $2, which normally I don't recommend so low, it is still extremely lucrative just because the barrier of entry is very low and the demand is very, very high. So that's a really, really good niche. Another example here is like SpongeBob. This is like, there's many other channels that are posting actively. I just like this because this hasn't posted in a year and like it's still getting views to this day. It's absolutely mental. It's been 1 year. They're getting 360,000 views. And if they had continued posting, I don't know why they stopped. If they had continued, this channel would be printing so much money because literally within 28 videos, it has 4.8 million views and they only posted 28 and they could have kept going. They literally 100% could have kept going. They were on to something and they stopped. And so this stuff is evergreen. It lives forever. It's a type of channel where if you do it once, you will continue to get compensated for it forever. Imagine instead of having 28 videos, they had 280 videos. These would all live on YouTube in the algorithm. People would randomly search for them. It'd pop up on their screen and they would just click it. And so this portfolio of videos that you create is like having a digital real estate portfolio. They're just houses that people live in and pay you rent passively every single month, but there's no maintenance, there's no overhead, there's no rental costs, there's no renovations, there's none of that stuff from like the traditional real estate route. This is really just the digital side, which is a lot more lucrative because it's a lot less work, right? So, anyways, that is the cartoon niche. Let's go into the next one. This is the courtroom channel. All right. So, this is like things that happen in court. This is a fantastic niche that is up and coming. This channel at one point was doing like 200K a month, I think. Right now, they're doing 5.6 million views. Now, let me touch on why I believe this niche to be incredibly lucrative, because what works in this niche is not short videos. You won't get away with posting 5 to 10, maybe 15-minute videos. It won't work. You need to be posting at least 30 to 1 hour minute videos, 30 minutes to 1 hour, maybe even more, right? So that's the kind of niche that requires longer form videos, like very long form. Some of them don't. Some you can get away with 5 minutes, some most around 10 to 20 minutes. These require like 30 to 60 and sometimes way, way more. You can see almost 2 hours here, 1 hour, 1 hour, very long videos, right? And because they're longer, it allows you to add a lot more mid rolls, the ad breaks in between, right? So you get paid no matter what. There's always, if there's an ad, if you're monetized, you get paid at the beginning, the middle, and the end. There's always an ad, even on the side, on the bottom, there's ads. You're going to get paid. But when you have longer videos, you can and should add a lot more ad breaks. And the more ad breaks that you add and the more that actually get watched as your video gets watched, you inevitably will make more money. So now this niche is supposed to be around like $7 per thousand views, $6, $7. But because the videos are longer, they pay significantly more for the videos because you're adding so many mid-rolls. And so that $7, $8 now jumps up to around $20 per thousand views. And I'll even show you guys an example of this in real time. So this channel is doing the exact same thing, right? But if you can take a look at the length, we see again like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, longer videos, but even some of them go past like 1 hour, right? 1 hour. Here we have 2 hours. And then moving forward, we have even longer videos. Let me see here. We have 7 hours. We have 5 hours. And these are all printing extremely high RPM, right? The longer the video, the more you're going to make because there's more mid rolls. And I'll even show you guys the back end just to prove how much this channel is making, right? $20,000 every single month, 20,000 USD. Going to the revenue, take a look at the RPM. $15 is the average, right? But if we take a look at the specific videos that are super, super old, or sorry, super long, we have stuff like this where it's like 3 hours, right? How much does something that's 3 hours long pay? Literally $22.78 RPM. That's the take home. That's ridiculous. That's absolutely obnoxious. So this niche is really, really lucrative. There's not that many channels doing it. Like there are definitely some, but there's not that many that are doing it like crazy. And so if you can get in, yes, you're going to pay a little bit more for the cost of videos because there are longer videos, but it is working so, so well. Channels like this because there's a massive demand for this stuff. People like just watching it, letting it run in the background, all that kind of stuff. So anyways, that's niche number 2, guys. Niche number 3 is the AI storytelling niche. This is a up and coming emerging niche. It is so lucrative, incredibly lucrative for scaling to 10, 20, 30K a month. It's absolutely mental. This channel, sorry, is 46 videos. All right. They started it 1 month ago, literally 1 month ago. It's done 25 million views. 25 million views. All right. So that is a very good amount of views in such a short time. And so even if this niche pays around like $2, $3, which it likely does, that's still literally $50,000 upwards, even more than that. So that's incredibly lucrative because these videos are very cheap to make. They're very, very cheap to make because it's all AI generated content. So this is just the whole where it's like image to video. So it's super easy to make this stuff too. I can even show you guys like a quick sample. You just want to go into a website like this, pick Lumen. This is literally free. So you can say like whale in the ocean and then let it run. And then you're going to have it generate just like a regular image, like a really nice high quality image. And then you just literally put it into a software that animates it into a video. And you just do that across the whole thing and get a whole video done. It could literally take you probably no longer than an hour to do it from scratch. So I'll even show you guys, just download this, head over here, load it, and then literally just run it. And then beautiful, like it's already done. And that's your whole video. And I did it also, I didn't do it in 16:9. You could have done it in 16:9, so it's like YouTube quality or YouTube size. But that's literally it. It took me 2 seconds to make an entire scene. And of course, you want to add some sound effects and music. You can literally do the same thing here. Whale swimming in the ocean. And then hit create. And then you're going to see it's going to literally make the sound effects for it. Then you just add the music on top. And that's it. And you can use a free app like CapCut to edit the whole thing together. There you go. Sound effects made. And so, yeah, assuming you wanted to actually create an entire story to this and like add a voiceover and all that kind of stuff, it's actually very simple to do as well. You can just go to ChatGPT, write me a 5-minute script on a video of a whale getting rescued by a team of divers. And it's going to literally write the entire script for you. And then when it's done, okay, great. Now I'm turning this into an AI video. Please create prompts so I can generate AI clips for each scene. And then as you can see, basically each scene has its own AI clip prompt, right? So you can just literally copy this, go back here, paste this. Let me go here into 16:9 and then generate again. And then you can let it just do its thing. And so this is really how simple this niche is. It's really how simple YouTube has gotten if you have the right systems and you just take action. That's the key here, is just taking action, right? So here's the entire scene. That's beautiful. And so something so simple, it took me literally 5 minutes to do this, is able to create hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? So I can go here, go back here, go image to text, put that there, paste my entire script and click create. And then you'll see within literally seconds, this whole thing is completed. It's so simple, guys, but many people won't succeed in this because they'll watch a video like this and they just won't take action. I mean, like, look at this. This is insanely crisp. And it took seconds to do. All right, so the next thing I want to show you is how to find more niches and also more inspiration channels. When you're going through this process, when you've chosen a niche, you have to find other channels that are doing the exact same thing. Otherwise, you will not succeed. You need inspiration. You want to see how other channels are succeeding, understand them, and basically emulate them down to a T, right? And this is probably the most important task, the most important skill set that you need to develop throughout your journey doing YouTube automation. And so this app specifically, this Next Lab, makes it incredibly easy to do. So go to any channel, and when you have it installed, it is a paid app. I'll leave it a link in the description. It's not much. I think it's like $15 a month. Click on the similar channels. This is like a pop-up that'll come on your, it's an addition to the YouTube channel that'll pop up once you have it installed. And once you go here, you can click on quick search. All right. It'll literally use its AI, use its algorithm to find more channels that are just like this one. You want to have a bunch of different inspiration channels. You want to see other people that are doing the same thing, see how they're doing it. And the ones that are doing the best, you want to emulate them, right? So you can come in here, you can organize by days by star, channel subscribers, similarity, total views. But coming in here, you can literally just go one by one and open up all these different pages that are all doing the same thing. And once you're here, you can then kind of diagnose and see the way that it's doing everything and see, okay, first of all, is this a great niche? Okay, lots and lots of views. And then you can even open up the analytics tab here and see all of the data of what they're doing, right? So you can actually like sneak behind the channel and see how everything works. You can go to channel revenue and see what it says here. And you can even do the RPM, the total views, everything. It's super, super cool. It's extremely transparent. So you can really get like that insane micro analytical view on how these channels are doing to really understand the worthwhileness of any niche that you're looking to get into. So 63K and 2.61. Same thing here. This channel here, 1.8 million views. This channel here, 12 million views. This channel here, 87 million views. This channel here, we got 39 million views. So overall, this seems like a good niche. You know, there's a lot of competitors. They're all doing incredibly high views, which means there's a massive pool. There's a huge opportunity for this kind of content, massive demand. Also, when it comes to children's content, they watch mindlessly, like brainlessly watch content. So the standard of quality doesn't need to be that high. just like really bright, vibrant colors, engaging editing, and a great voiceover is all it really takes. A video should cost you no more than like $50 to create. That's all in. And so, yeah, great niche to be honest, and also a fantastic plugin that you need to have on this journey. It's going to make everything so much easier. But last but not least, I'm going to give you guys a 60 plus winning niche document. There's many other coaches in the space. You think they're doing a huge favor by giving you a list of 300-400 niches. That's the worst thing you could ever receive because you're going to be left with analysis paralysis. You're not going to have a single clue which niche to choose because you're looking at a list of hundreds and you don't know if they're oversaturated, if they're too competitive, if there's longevity, you don't know how much they pay. You don't know anything. So I've narrowed it down to about 60 different niches that are doing incredibly well with very high success rates. And so looking in here, I give you guys the RPM, I give you guys my personal rating and a bunch of different channels, plus some of them have a bit of a brief description on them, but so many different niches you guys can go through here to get some inspiration. Either you'll find your winning niche or you'll get a lot of inspiration on something you could do on your own. That's kind of like an iteration or a kind of tangent of one of these niches. I also give you a list of niches that you should avoid. It's also important to know what not to do. There's a lot more, but I haven't listed them here. So you're going to see a lot of the more common ones here that I recommend personally you just stay far away from. They're not working right now. So yeah, guys, I'm going to leave it at that. So if you don't want to do this thing alone, that's perfectly fine. Let's hop on a call and see if it makes sense to work with us. If you do want to do this thing alone, that's also perfectly fine. I provide a ton of free value. I have a free community as well. I'm going to leave a link for that in the description. All the links that I've mentioned here are going to be in the free community. So I'm not going to put any links in the video for all these tools. If you want these, they're going to be in my free community. Just join. You're going to see the links there. And then I have a bunch of other free YouTube videos you guys can check out with niches and tools and script writing. Everything is neat. So I wish you guys the absolute best of luck. Let's make 2025 the most memorable and profitable year you've ever had.